All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Unit Eagle Eye coming to you again with a brand new video. This time it's to talk about Nigeria, the Super Eagles, baby, versus Iceland to determine seemingly who's going to finish behind Croatia. Yeah, that's right. I'm doing this video at a time where Croatia crushed the great Messi's Argentina 3-0. Now, I kind of didn't know how to approach this video initially when I announced I was going to do the video. My initial plan was to analyze the game that I just watched and then talk about what Nigeria needs to do from there. And then I did something where even Lee WhatsApped me like, oh no, bruv, you don't poke. Lee told me, you don't poke the Messi mob. You don't do it. It's not every day I do this, but I'm going to do a little impromptu chopping block. You messy motherfuckers. Chopping block time for you punk asses. All I fucking did was I said, where are the Messi dick riders now? Can we now accept that Messi is the man? Now, all right, some might say, oh, but you know what you're doing by calling them dick riders. It's because this idea that Messi is so much better than Ronaldo frustrates me. It frustrates me because, to me, he is a wonderful player. Don't ever get me wrong. And I very much recognize that even if Nigeria win and beat Iceland tomorrow, and I'll talk about that game in a second, that Messi will probably go on and score a hat-trick, and then you're going to get these same Messi mob dick rider motherfuckers that are going to come over to me and go, look, oh, well, see, you got anything to say? He banged 3 past your team. The point I was trying to make is I recognize that it wasn't necessarily Messi's fault that they conceded, that Argentina conceded 3 goals. It's not necessarily, and I'm going to come to this still in case you're watching, it's not necessarily Messi's fault, unless you believe certain rumors that Caballero played today and fucked up in such a dramatic way. Now, there's some conspiracy theorists, and I must admit, me being one of them, but even I admit it's a conspiracy theory, that Messi picks the freaking team anyway. But, you could argue it's not his fault. He's an international, he should be able to deal with the danger. Fine. Having said all of this, I watched Portugal in the last Euro 2016. And somebody said to me today, and I muted a couple of people because there's one guy in particular who, for some unusual reason, sees it fit every single freaking time that Ozil has played bad, he'll come to me and throw me stats in my face, whether I asked for it or not, whether I've tweeted about it or not. Today, I said something about Messi. It wasn't even about his boy. My man then jumped on me and said, oh, we see, this is you making a judgment again. You don't know what happened in the setup. You don't know what happened that day. I don't know, he slept awkwardly. He might have had a pain in his back. That type of stupid excuse making. Motherfucker, I'm seeing what I'm seeing right now. In Euro 2016, Portugal didn't have the best side. They weren't the slickest side. But you know what they had? They worked hard. They worked thorough. And they had a certain fucking Portuguese superstar who, listen, no, they're twisted. I can't stand Ronaldo, the man. He looks like an arrogant prick. He looks like a type of face I love to slap. But I can admire the talent. I admire the talent. And he dragged that freaking team to the final. And all right, maybe he missed the final and did something stupid to miss the final. But he got his team there to the point where they then went on and won the cup. I see Messi, this supposed greatest of all time, this inspirational figure, nowhere to be found. And that's the point that people make about your Mesut Ozils. Big players show up at the time when their team needs them. And don't get me wrong, I'm not for 1 second putting Messi and Ozil in the same bracket. Messi is a world-class player. He is absolutely the second greatest of all time. Ronaldo's your boy. Ronaldo is the man. And this is my opinion. Granted, you might be sat there thinking, oh, you're talking shit, bruv. Messi's clearly the best of all time because he's the slicker one. He's the one I prefer in my team. No problem. Come to me with respect. Don't tell me it's embarrassing because I have an opinion that Ronaldo is better. That kind of shit is the fast track to the block party with me. I ain't got time for that shit. You'll either get muted or you'll get blocked. It all amounts to the same fucking thing. Because the way I see it is disagree with me. No problem. We can debate about it. But then when all you're talking to me is abuse or embarrassing or this or I ain't got time, I will block you, no problem. All because I had the nerve, the cheek to say, where was Messi in that game? Where was Messi in the first game? And that's not saying that he's necessarily a bad player of 2 games. That is saying what has happened. Where was he the first 2 games of the World Cup? Because that's all I have to judge him on. I'm judging him on right now. Where is he? When this country needs him. And speaking of countries, I come on now to the game with Nigeria versus Iceland. Now, all of what I just said becomes academic if Nigeria cannot get a result against Iceland. By some miracle, Croatia have weirdly opened a window for us. And the Super Eagles need to decide if they're going to decide to fly through it and grab this opportunity. Because if we can beat Iceland and not lose to Argentina, because I don't see Iceland beating Croatia. So if we cannot lose to Argentina after that, we're good to go, bruv. All systems go. But the first part of that is the hardest part because we're facing a team where defensively they are sound. And attacking-wise, in this World Cup, we have been shit. I don't know what this coach is going to do, but the one thing, first and foremost, I'd like to see is drop Igalo, please, oh please, and play Iheanacho. Or, if you really were about this life, how about you play both of them up top and go for it? Because we're going to have more of the ball. We have more of the ball against Croatia. So we're definitely going to have more of a ball against a team that like to park the bus. We're going to have more of the ball. Put 2 up top. Put Iwobi just behind because we don't do well with fucking wingers. Drop Moses. Drop him. Drop him. Drop Moses. Play Iwobi just behind. Play Mikel just behind that. And let's just go for this fucking thing. Because we can beat them. I know how ridiculous that statement sounds just on the face of it. Well, this is the same team that held out Argentina. You know, this is the same team that that beat England in the last World Cup. What are you talking about? Are you really sure that we can do something against these lot? We can. But we have to be brave and we have to be tactically sound. They have 2 really good players, but what they are very good at is playing as a unit. But their 2 really good players are Sigurdsson, who I still rate. I still think he's a fabulous, fabulous player. And Gudmundsson from Burnley, who is another player I rate. Very, very technically sound. Another midfielder. We don't have the strongest of midfields. So this is where our problem lies because we need to play tactically in a sensible way. I like the idea of Ndidi and Mikel playing next to each other, and then Iwobi just in front of that, and then your 2 strikers in front of that. And then if you really wanted to be clever, you could then perhaps play 2 attacking fullbacks. So maybe you could even play Moses as a kind of attacking right back. It's not like he doesn't play the position for Chelsea every week. Do it. Let's go for this thing, because I think we can really beat them if we try and believe. And then it comes to the showdown, Messi versus Nigeria. And Lord knows, apparently I made this mistake of daring to criticize Messi. So all eyes will be on that game. But I think if we don't beat Iceland, we might as well write off the Nigeria-Argentina game, because I don't see us doing. I actually can see us losing that game just for some ironic shit that we've beaten them before 4-2. You've just seen them get smoked to Croatia, and Croatia, we totally put out a much better performance than Argentina just did, and I still hated our performance against Croatia. So theoretically, it should lead to a Nigeria win, but I could see if we don't get a result tomorrow, I can see us losing that game just because we do some shit like that. So all I want to do is see us perform. Forget what could possibly happen. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. UK time. That's all I want to see, is you doing your thing. Now, what I probably shouldn't say on air is that I'm going to probably do some work tonight so I can sign off work a little bit early tomorrow because I'm working from home. And then I'm going to jump on this because I know it's on at 4. I don't finish until 5. So fuck that. I'm going to do a little bit of work tonight, jump off a little early and watch the game and do a watch along. So I'm going to do it from 4 p.m. So if you want to see me frustrated watching the game, come back to this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and you'll be aware as soon as I do a show and do the watch along show. And I'll review the game straight after. All right, people, I'm out of here. There's my moaning and ranting done. If you like this video, I can't imagine you have if you're a Messi mobber. If you like this video, crush that like button. Hell, if you just like this video, go ahead, dislike it. I don't give a shit. But those people that do like me, do support me, are respectful, do hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it every time you guys do that. All right, people, I'm out of here. Take care.